Now two flags fly above my land that really sum up how I feel. One is the colors that fly high and proud, the red, the white, the blue. The other one's got a rattlesnake with a simple statement made. Don't tread on me is what it says, and I'll take that.
Hey y'all, Big Bub here from Big Bub Outdoors. I'm here with Jonesy's Outdoors, and we are going to do some bait fishing. Y'all seen this on a previous video. We're at our bait spot. We are going to be hitting the White River today, trying to get on some big catfish. We're trying to hit different spots up, places we've never been, you know, always chasing that dream of that monster. So we're going to get down here, get some bait. I'll probably do a little videoing of Eric catching bait and whatnot. And we'll see how it goes, because last time it didn't take but 15 minutes to fill the bucket. So, and we got about what, an hour drive to where we're going?
Hour and 5 minutes.
About an hour. So I'm gonna get off here. We brought our water boots today so we can get back farther, and we are going to venture on back. Seem a little calmer today than they normally are. A bunch of them right here in front of me. Now they're hitting it. We might have to go back further to get bigger ones.
Go back there where them ones are trapped. I can't get much food.
Mm-hmm.
These ones here probably eaten recently. Nope, missed him.
They're tearing it up. I can sit and watch them. Might want to give it a little more depth. It's a little deeper than what it was.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
We're not hitting bottom where the bigger ones are.
Stay closer to the bottom.
Alright, y'all. We're going to move on farther back. Try and get to the bigger ones. Because all we're pulling up here is the little ones. So,
Watch them swim around their bait, and they're tiny.
yeah, that one's got it in his mouth. Pull it nice and slow. Yep, he's got it. Pull it in, Eric.
Nope.
Oh, pulled it right out of his mouth. But, yeah, these are just itty bitty guys here. So, get back to y'all here in a minute. We're going to move down the creek a ways where it's a little deeper and a little bit bigger fish. Alright, y'all, got my first creek chub on hook. My buddy Tyler is doing a a video real catfishing. Y'all need to check him out, of smallest fish, and I think you ought to do one with smallest fish caught on hook, brother, because I believe that little guy would win. You know, because in pictures I seen that you got up for smallest fish, was no way caught on a hook. But
there you go.
Yep, there just got one. Good bait. That's what we got, what we're after. So y'all got to see us catch a few of them. We'll get off here, and we're gonna get actual bait fishing. Hey y'all, Big Bub here from Big Bub Outdoors. We're at Gosport on the White River. The White River's down at 4.92 feet. A buddy of mine just sent me that. We're down by the boat ramp. Got a nice little walk spot down here. We got our bait going. We got quite a few creek chubs and bluegill. Took about an hour to get them. Didn't get them as fast as we wanted to, like we did last time, but we're in the water. It is 8:16. It's sprinkling a little bit. We've seen plenty of fish jump. The current here is absolutely nothing compared to what the Wabash is. I was out at the Wabash 2 days ago with my daughter, and I had 8 ounces of lead on and couldn't even keep it down. So we're here. I've got 2.5 ounces on, and it's holding in place. So hopefully something big decides it's hungry. So I'll get back to y'all here in a little bit, hopefully with some fish on this video. Yeah. Feller we met down here named Jason just got a white perch. Your other pole's getting a hit. Look, it's running in now.
Yep, right back out. Look out. This one?
Yep, see it?
That's chicken liver. Let's see what's up.
He's running worm and chicken liver down here. We're running live bait. He's getting some pretty good hits. See if he gets something else. I tried to get the video going for y'all to watch him reel it in, but he's fishing pretty close. Didn't take much to get his in.
Any size fish is a good fish.
That's right. Any fish is better than no fish at all. So no matter how the day went, we still caught little fish. We got a bunch of bait fish.
We almost always
But
go fishing before
I'll come back to y'all here in a little bit. Alright, well, we found out what the hell was hitting on his other one. The chicken liver. He got a soft shell. Nice little soft shell. Look like got him about a foot.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go, man.
Good old soft shell.
Run.
Back in the water you go, buddy.
Hey, I don't care. I'll catch whatever.
Right, it's just about the fun of being out. Meeting new people, having new memories, man.
Whoa, look how dark it's getting on the state. I never known them to say it was gonna rain.
Well, he looked it up and it wasn't supposed to rain till 3 a.m. So we'll find out, but it's looking pretty dark back that way, y'all. So if it starts raining, we're only gonna be doing a little bit of videoing, because I ain't getting the camera wet. So Eric's getting a bite over there on his. We're running live bait.
Next time you guys come down here, get your thing chicken liver and some worms. I mean, them.
I got a freezer full of chicken liver. I just ain't pulled it out yet.
That stuff there, I'm thinking between 9 and 11 is when the big ones really start hitting. But I mean, just catch anything, gar, whatever, worms and chicken liver. Right.
Yeah, we got worms in the car. I got a whole bunch of chicken liver at home.
Well, let's see if I can catch another turtle.
But I'll show you all this white perch he got. Eric put it in the net here, so it didn't get away. We're going to use it as cut bait. He's a good cut bait. But we're gonna keep him live till we cut him up, so we're just gonna toss him on in the bait bucket. He'll stay alive down in there. I have to flip him over. Yeah, he got a little.
Hold him there till he kicks.
Yep, he got a little shocked. Just hold him there until he gets moving around. But hopefully something takes off on one of these, y'all. But I'll get back to y'all here in a little bit. Alright, y'all, this is Eric's first big flathead. It was caught on Big Bub's custom rod with a 10-aught hook, live bluegill. It's his first flathead. We are releasing this just so everybody can see. 2304 is what he's reading. We're gonna get some still pictures. We're gonna be letting this catfish go back into the White River.
Just came off the spawn. Look at all them cuts.
Yeah, look at all the cuts. Look at this back here, all tore up. He's all beat up. But he swallowed the hook, so we cut line. We're not going to risk hurting or injuring the fish. The fish are hitting pretty hard. Matter of fact, this pole right here is thumping.
That would have been thumping hard all night.
So we're using live bluegill, creek chub, and cut bait, cut perch, and they are hitting on everything. I done knuckled myself up when I grabbed a hold of his cat and pulled him in. I picked him up for Eric. So, but I'd rather have skinned up knuckles than a bass thumb any day. So we're gonna get some still pictures. Look at the smile.
This is my first flathead that wasn't on a limb line. Yeah, turn that off.
How you
push the button on the side. It'll go to where it blinks.
There you go. All right, there we go. Now it ain't in our way.
My first flat that was not on a trout line. First one actually on a pole.
There we go. Got him in. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, y'all. Hopefully we'll be bringing you some more fish, but I'm gonna get off here and get some still pictures. All right, y'all. Back. Eric's still huffing and puffing back here, smiling, grinning. That's his first flat. Congratulations, Eric. It's his first big catfish that's ever been on rod and reel. Anything with significant size. It was caught on a rod that I made him. But just so everybody knows, he went right back in the water right there. That fish is in this White River for somebody else to catch. We don't keep future monsters. Ooh, bug went right in my mouth. We don't keep anything over 10 pounds. I mean, we might keep it 11, you know, if we're really trying to get our fish fried. But everything,
definitely 15 and over, definitely.
Everything, definitely 100% 15 and over. But my limit's normally 10 pounds. They'll go back if they're over. It doesn't matter if I'm trying to have a fish fry or not, because that's our next future big fish. And that bad boy, that clicker started clicking as it went and Eric went to grab it. I was like, man, that's live bluegill. Leave it alone. Let him run with it.
For about 2 minutes.
Let him run with it. And then he just started hammering it. And I was like, remember, circle hook, reel down on him and then come back. And he reeled down on it, and that pole bowed down. He set that hook, dude, and the fight was on. Took everything I had to get the camera going and get a net and kind of get a little bit of the fight in here. Sorry for I don't have my chest mount with me right now to be videoing while we're rushing around. So we're doing our best, but that was a nice cat.
At least we got the fish on the video.
You know, that's right, brother. We got some good pictures. Good memories, great memories. Always out with family and friends. Y'all get out in the great outdoors. This is what it's about, man.
Look at that blue rod.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Starting to move a little bit. Got something killed.
The Chris Flores rod.
Yeah, I got that bait clicker running, so we'll hear it.
I'm back to my original that I originally built, my very first rod I built, because I lost the nut to the handle on my Abu Garcia, and then I ended up finding it right before we left, and I didn't feel like messing with it to get it back on because the keeper screw's gone. I gotta get a new keeper screw, so I didn't want to take a chance of losing it out here or it backing out or something on a big fish. So I'm back to this one till I fix it. But then we're still running the Chris Flores, and we're running the other Big Bub custom rod. I had a bite on both these. This is cut bait, that's bluegill, that's bluegill. Cut bait, cut bait on that one.
And bluegill.
Bluegill on that one?
I got creek chub on
No,
the
it's creek chub.
I got perch on the big one. I'm gonna put bluegill back on this one.
I thought you had creek chub on the big one and cut bait on Chris Flores.
Okay, it might be.
And then we all know what was on the one that Flathead just bit on,
Bluegill.
which was live bluegill, which they're in that bucket right there under that lantern. That new knot held up real good, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I showed Eric a brand new knot, how to keep stuff on, because he was having trouble with his knots coming undone, and he was using some knots that he's seen the other fishermen were tried and true. I don't know if they just weren't getting tied right or if it just didn't hold up for what we do. So I showed him a new knot, and it seems to be working real well. But
them knotless snails on our
yep,
hooks,
them knotless snails on our hooks is what we run for the knot on the hook, and it's a nice knot. And then we're running a improved clinch knot up on our swivels on the leader line. But it's a nice night, getting some good video action.
We got thunder and lightning in the background.
That's right, we got thunder and lightning all around us. Ain't nothing happening. It's all down so far. Hopefully it stays away from us. That's all I can do is pray. The river, since we've been here, when I started, y'all can see those footprints right there. I went in there to get a perch. Or no.
I was what, 5-10 feet from the bank right out in front of me? That one?
See that there? Yeah, he's only about 20 feet out when he caught that. But I went in to get a perch right there because it got loose before I got it in the bucket. And I was in water. I caught him right as he got into the water. And those feet prints was water. And now the water's there. It's dropped 3.5 feet since we've been here. So the river's on a quick drop, but the bite's doing good. Normally on a quick drop or a fast rise, bite's usually pretty nice. So we'll see how it goes. I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Hey y'all, Big Bub here from Big Bub Outdoors. We packed up early, had a storm roll in. We were going to set the storm out, but Eric locked the keys in the Durango. Had some people show up and they were playing around the truck. So it's the world we live in, I'm sorry to say, but we didn't trust it, so we locked it. And Eric forgot the keys, but luckily a little hillbilly ingenuity and
the river rod holder base came in.
River rod holder, the piece that goes into the ground with the triangle, used it as a wedge to open the door. Then the cheap little telescopic fishing wise you can buy anywhere, used it to slide in the door and hit the door lock. So we got in. Tonight was a very good night. We still getting bites when we left. They're
massive bites.
I mean, yeah, very good bites. Probably best night of bites and hitting big bait I've had in 2 to 3 years. I've not had that much activity with big bluegill like that. I have activity, just not that fast. So we know what we're going to bring next time. We're not even going to worry about creek chubs. We're just going to bring bluegill. They really like brim. And he seemed to be about hand size to about 3 inches long was about where it was at. So I got to be there and experience and the joy of Eric's first flathead on a rod, and it was caught on a rod that I made, and it was his PB of everything, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's his biggest fish of all fish. except for limb line. We do not count limb lines, but it is his PB of any type of fish caught on rod and reel. He powered that bad boy right in with the Abu Garcia 6500. And
on the Big Bub rod.
On the Big Bub custom catfish rod, it was absolutely nothing. Eric decided he wanted to use big bait. I told him, I said, shortchange it, buy that log. He shortchanged it. It started hitting, started running a little bit. He reached down, locked the reel, and I was like, don't do that. I said, let him run with it. Don't lock that reel. He's used to catching channels and stuff like that, and they just don't run as good like a big flat. I told him, I said, just let it be for a minute, unlock it. He put the bait runner back on. About another 3 minutes, that thing took off. I told him keep it in the rod holder and reel down onto him. He reeled down onto the fish, set the hook, and y'all get to see it all here on the video. Got nice pictures. That fish was released back into the White River. Like I said, we don't keep anything over 10 pounds. Well, I don't. Unless it's a dire emergency, we need some food, we might keep up close to 15. But everything goes back over 10 unless it's absolutely we need something, which we've never needed that. It's never happened. Not saying it won't happen, but all big monster trophy cats go back. Anything, I know a 15 pounder or anything over 10 is not a monster, but in a few years that could be the next big one. So it was released right back, and there's no big secret on our spot.
Public access.
It's a public access spot. We're on the White River, public access, right next to the boat ramp on a sandbar. I mean, that's, we don't have no private properties to go onto the river. We don't have well, I have my boat, it just ain't ready yet. But, you know, Eric's driving, but I'm gonna turn the camera his way, let him tell you about his experience, because I didn't have my chest mount to see all of his excitement and what was going on through his head.
So, most of y'all don't know, but before tonight, the largest catfish that I've caught on a rod and reel was 5.5, 6 pounds, somewhere around there. So, definitely a game changer for me tonight. You know, I pulled up 30, 40. I think my biggest one that I actually pulled out of the water was a 50-pound flat, but that was on a limb line. So, you know, I don't count those either as actual catches, because you don't really catch them, you just pull it out of the water. So my heart was racing. You know, the minute it hit, I knew it was a good size. My pole tip almost touched my knuckles, so I gotta give props to Big Bub on them rods, man. They're almost indestructible. I know at some point they're gonna break, but they're almost indestructible. So, I mean, hopefully I break my personal best so far. What was it, 23.04?
Yep.
Hopefully I break that soon. If not, then at least I got one on a rock that's that size.
And we're just getting started for the year.
Yeah.
Today's what? Today is only July 11th. We're just getting started. The flatheads are just now starting to come off a nest. It'll start picking back up, and you guys will see us at the Captain Mad Jacks this year. We're going down there, going to do the free bank tournament and see what we can get down there. Meet other anglers, talk, learn other tips, and, you know, just tell stories, make friends like we did today. I met a guy named Jason, and we asked him about his river. You know, that's
his home river.
That's his home river. It's his backyard. He's fished it. He's about 50 years old. He said he'd been fishing it since he was about 5. So the man knows his river. He knew his depths. He knew what was where. So I got a little rundown of the river. He told me where a few snags were at that he knew of, and he told me what times they were biting, and he's pretty close. He said they'd start hitting them about 10:30, 11 o'clock, and
they started hammering about 10:45, 10:50.
Almost 11 o'clock's when the big ones started hitting them. I mean, I got something that broke a 30-pound leader line.
I think I got a whole big turtle the way it frayed that 80-pound spectre wire that I ordered.
Yeah, but I'm using 150-pound braid. on 2 of them, and Eric.
I've got 80 pound. I think it's Spectre. I ordered it from Wish for like $8.
80 pound.
I've got a 80 pound Pro Cat that I got from Academy on that big one.
So we're running Pro Cat line. We're running spider wire and PE line. Everything's 80 plus. We're running 30 pound leader lines. I run in Red Cajun. That stuff has never let me down. It's always done good. I actually had one break the Cajun line. I was fighting him, and that was when the phone was dead. Pop. Or no, it was before the phone was dead.
Yeah, before the phone.
Before the phone died.
Yeah, you just hooked up on it, got like 2 or 3 cranks, and he broke it.
Yep, he pulled down nice and hard, loaded up on him.
Grabbed the phone when it broke.
He was on his way to grab the phone, so I could get it videoed. I was reeling him in. I got a few good little fights out of him, and then it went loose, but I could still feel weight. Pulled it in, leader line had snapped. It happens. It was a great night. We had fun. We will be back out on the White River. So I'll catch y'all either in the woods, the water, or on the road. Bye-bye.